Hey YouTube, this video is about Star Wars and its ridiculous amount of advertising as of late, and I want to explain it a little more from not just the consumer standpoint, but also from Disney's standpoint as to why they are doing the advertising the way they are. Now, first of all, yeah, there's a lot of advertising for Star Wars, and it's not necessarily a good thing in my mind. What comes to mind really quick is the movie Inside Out that Disney also made with Pixar. And they had a lot of advertising for it with Lumosity, with Subway, and I wasn't really, feeling it. I got sick and tired of seeing those commercials, so much so that I actually never even saw the movie. I didn't want to have anything to do with it at that point, and that's the risk you run with having such an overwhelmingly large amount of advertising. But the difference between Inside Out's amount of advertising and Star Wars, even though Star Wars is bigger and has more advertising than Inside Out is not a franchise, it's not a brand. It's just another Pixar movie. Pixar is more the franchise and the brand, basically, than Inside Out is. And with Star Wars coming out, it's very different from Inside Out because Star Wars is more akin to Coca-Cola and McDonald's, in that when you see a Coca-Cola commercial, you don't really see it all that often, but occasionally be like the commercial around Christmas time when you see polar bears drinking it. It's more so a reminder to actually drink Coca-Cola than advertising for a new product. It's more so like, you know what Coca-Cola is, we know you like Coca-Cola, just drink it, you like it, you're gonna like it again, just whenever you want to drink, just get Coca-Cola, just say Coca-Cola. Whenever you go to a restaurant and you ask for a drink, usually, more often than not, I find I'm asking for Coke, and it's like, oh, if we don't have Coke, we have Pepsi, and it's always one of those two. And the same thing with McDonald's, when you see their commercials, it's not really advertising a new product, but rather just a reminder to go eat at McDonald's, because everyone already knows what McDonald's and Coke is, much in the way that everyone knows what Star Wars is. There is advertising for the new movie, but more of it is just the Star Wars brand in general than specifically tailored towards the new movie. For example, when I went to watch television for a little bit of time, I guess, I saw 5 commercials in a row that all dealt with Star Wars, and I still have yet to actually see the trailer for Star Wars on television for the new movie. So what they're actually doing is more so advertising the entire brand of Star Wars than just the new movie. Obviously, they are stressing the new movie and they want you to see it, but Disney is not putting this much money into just the advertising on top of the cost of producing the movie. Just because they want you to go see Star Wars 7, they want you to go see Star Wars 7 and go buy toys from the first Star Wars movies, from the first 6. They want you to go buy an Anakin or a Luke figure. They want you to go buy a Han Solo figure. They want you to do a whole slew of things in addition to just seeing the movie. They want you to go see the movie and buy yourself a costume to wear when you go see the movie. Maybe go see the movie and spend $100 on a replica lightsaber. I've seen Kylo Ren's lightsaber already, and that thing's $300, and the movie hasn't even fucking come out yet, and they have $300 tailor-made items relating to that specific character, which I find is kind of nuts. But it's really what they're doing. They're advertising Star Wars itself as a brand, as opposed to just the movie itself, because there's going to be more movies down the line, and they want you to go see those other movies. They're not just advertising Star Wars 7, and that's where I think the key distinction lies. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm sick and fucking tired of Star Wars already. I'm sick and tired of BB-8 themed oranges and Yoda grapes when I go to fucking BJ's, but they're still happening, and everywhere I look, Star Wars is present, and what they are now running the risk of is making people sick of the Star Wars branding, because it's literally inescapable at this point, and it makes you realize how big Disney's reach is, because it is one of the 5 big, basically, telecommunication giants. Maybe not telecommunication in that they own networks. I guess they do, they own networks a lot, but not like they own the pathways for communication. They rather own like channels and stuff like that. It's Disney, Viacom, and News Corporation are 3 of the big 5. I can't remember the other 2 off the back of my hand, but it is really impressive how large Disney is and how far-reaching their grasp is if they really want you to see something. I mean, quite honestly, you can't go anywhere without seeing some kind of Star Wars-related product or Star Wars-affiliated branding somewhere in the world, and it's ridiculous. Anywhere you look, any website, any store you go to, any place you go to eat, there's Star Wars absolutely fucking everywhere, and it's nuts. I went to the Hallmark store, and they had new Star Wars stuff already. It hadn't even come out yet. Christmas hasn't even happened, and they already have products before it even launches, which is crazy, because they know people are going to go and buy it. It's more so to reinvigorate the Star Wars brand than to actually just promote Star Wars 7, and that's why it is going crazy. In my opinion, though, they are going a little too hard, as I already don't want to see Star Wars 7. I don't care about Star Wars anymore at this point, and I'm not really a big fan of it. I'm more of a, an average fan. I've seen the movies, and I think You know, they're okay. They're not great, the last three. The first three were good, though. But, you know, I'm not a huge fan of it, and that's where the key distinction lies. They can alienate the not-so-hardcore fans by having such an excessive amount of advertising. But, at the risk of rambling on, that's it, and I'll see you guys next time.